Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is a Sri Krishna Chaitanya book compilation given by His Holiness Jaya Pataka Swami Maharaj on November 14th, 2021 in Sri Mayapur, India.
Pongolang hayati girim Shri Guru Dino Tarinam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram.
Hare Krishna dear devotees, today we will continue with the compilation of Sri Krishna Chaitanya book. Today's chapter is entitled Three Principal Forms of Bhagavan. Second, Tadekatma Rupa, B. Swansa, Personal Expansion. 1. Purushavatara, Part 2.2. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, 20.282.
সমগ্র জীবশক্তি ও প্রকৃতির কারণরূপে তিনি অনন্ত কোটি ধামের মূল কর্তা। সমস্ত ব্রহ্মাণ্ড গুণের ইহ অন্তর্যামী, কারণ দক্ষাই সব জগতের স্বামী।
Mahavishnu is the super soul of all the universes. Lying in the cosmic ocean, he is the master of all material worlds.
Since the Mahavishnu extends all the unlimited millions of universes,
Since the Mahavishnu, he expands all the unlimited millions of universes,
he is the master of them all.
so he is the master of them all.
His expansions, he is the super soul in all the universes.
And in his expansion, he is the super soul of all the universes.
Although he is lying in one place.
Although he is lying in one place.
Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 20.283.
2. পদ্মন্যরূপে দ্বিতীয় পুরুষাবতার গর্ভগোসাইর বর্ণন। এই তো কহিল প্রথম পুরুষের তত্ত্ব, দ্বিতীয় পুরুষের বে শুনহ মাহাত্ম্য।
I've thus explained the truth of the first personality of Godhead Mahavishnu. I shall now explain the glories of the second personality of Godhead.
Lord Chaitanya instructed Ananda Goswami about the glories of the Mahavishnu.
So Lord Chaitanya instructed Sanatana Goswami about the glories of Mahavishnu.
Now he'll instruct about the glories of the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu.
Now he will instruct about the glories of Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 20.284.
কারণোদকশায়ী ব্রহ্মাণ্ড সংস্থিত গর্ভোদকশায়ী, সেই পুরুষ অনন্ত কোটি ব্রহ্মাণ্ড সৃজিয়া, একক মূর্তে প্রবেশিলা বহুমূর্তি হইয়া।
After creating the total number of universes which are unlimited, Mahavishnu expanded himself into unlimited forms and entered into each of them. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 20.285.
প্রবেশ করিয়া দেখে সব অন্ধকার, রহিতে নাহিক স্থান করিলা বিচার।
When Mahavishnu entered each of the limitless universes, he saw that there was darkness all around and that there was no place to stay. He therefore began to consider the situation. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 20.286.
গর্ভবারে প্রকট তথায় বৈকুণ্ঠে শেষ শয্যায় শয়ন, নিজাঙ্গ শ্বেত জলে ব্রহ্মার্দ ভরিল, সেই জলে শেষ শয্যায় শয়ন করিল।
With the perspiration perspiration produced from his own body, the Lord filled half of the universe with water. He then lay down on that water on the bed of Lord Shesha.
So since no place to stay,
Since there is no place to stay,
the extension of Vishnu, or Mahavishnu, which was in each universe,
so the expansion of Vishnu, Mahavishnu, which was in each universe,
produced water from his pores and filled out half the universe.
produced water from his pore and filled up half of the universe.
And then lied down on the bed of Ananta Shesha the snake.
And lied down on the bed of the snake Ananta Sesha. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 20.287.
চতুর্মুখান্তর্যামী গর্ভদক্ষায়ী হইতে গুণ অবতারের প্রকাট্য। ক জগৎস্রষ্টা ব্রহ্মার উৎপত্তি। তার নাভি পদ্ম হইতে উঠিল এক পদ্ম, সেই পদ্মে হইল ব্রহ্মার জন্ম সদ্ম।
Lotus flower then sprouted from the lotus navel of that Garbhodakashayi Vishnu. That lotus flower became Lord Brahma's birthplace.
The seed, ordinarily to produce a child, you need a man and a woman to combine together.
So, ordinarily, to produce a child, you need a woman and man to combine together.
But here, like Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, he simply sprouted a lotus flower from his navel.
So, here Lord Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, he simply sprouted a lotus flower from his navel.
And Lord Brahma appeared on this lotus flower.
And Lord Brahma, he appeared in this lotus flower.
And no need of any woman.
He don't need of any woman. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 20.288.
সেই পদ্ম নালে হইল 14 ভুবন, তেহ ব্রহ্মা হইয়া সৃষ্টি করিলা সৃজন।
In the stem of that lotus flower, the 14 worlds were generated. Then he became Lord Brahma and manifested the entire universe.
14 planetary systems are manifested to millions of planets and luminaries in the sky.
So the 14 planetary system manifested into millions of planets and luminaries in the sky.
All correlating with one of the 14 levels.
All correlating with one of the 14 levels.
Lord Brahma, he did the creation of the universe.
Lord Brahma, he did the creation of the universe
Filled out the planets and living entities.
and filled up the planets with living entities. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 20.289.
খ জগৎপালক বিষ্ণু প্রকট্য, তিনি সত্তাধিষ্ঠাতিদেব হইয়াও স্বয়ং গুণমায়াতীত। বিষ্ণুরূপ হইয়া করে জগৎ পালনে, গুণাতীত বিষ্ণু স্পর্শ নাহি মায়াসনে।
This way, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, in his form of Vishnu, maintains the entire material world. Since he is always beyond the material qualities, the material nature cannot touch him. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, the influence of the material energy cannot touch Lord Vishnu as she touches Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva. Therefore, it is said that Lord Vishnu is transcendental to the material qualities. The incarnations of the material qualities, Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma, are under the jurisdiction of the external energy. Lord Vishnu, however, is different. In the mantras of the Rig Veda, it is said, Om Tat Vishnu Paramam Padam, Rig Veda Samhita 1.22.20. The words Paramam Padam indicate that He is transcendental to the material qualities because Lord Vishnu is not within the jurisdiction of the material qualities. He is always superior to the living entities who are controlled by the material energy. This is one of the differences between the Supreme Lord and the living entities. Lord Brahma is a very powerful living entity, and Lord Shiva is even more powerful. Therefore, Lord Shiva is not accepted as a living entity, but at the same time, he is not considered to be on the level of Lord Vishnu.
Here we understand how Vishnu is always transcendental to the material influence.
So, here we understand how Lord Vishnu is always transcendental to the material influence.
Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma are somewhat in touch with the material world.
Even Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma are somewhat in touch with the material world.
Therefore, they are affected.
Therefore, they are affected. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 20.290
জগৎ সংহারক রুদ্রের উৎপত্তি রুদ্ররূপ ধরি করে জগৎ সংহার সৃষ্টি স্থিতি প্রলয় হয় ইচ্ছায় যাহার
The Supreme Lord, in his form of Rudra, Lord Shiva, brings about the dissolution of this material creation. In other words, only by his will are there creation, maintenance, and dissolution of the whole cosmic manifestation.
Ultimately, there is only Krishna,
Ultimately, there is only Krishna,
and he expands in various forms,
and he expands in various forms,
various energies,
and
some are his direct expansions,
some are his direct expansions,
some are energies,
some are his energies,
some are the living entities, minute energies.
And the living entities are minute energies,
Also the material energy.
and also the material energy.
Lord Shiva is between the material world and the spiritual world.
Lord Shiva is in between the material world and the spiritual world.
He is a special category.
So he is in a special category.
But ultimately everything comes from Krishna.
But ultimately everything comes from Krishna.
But he expands in various degrees.
But he expands into various degrees. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 20.291
তিনটি গুণ অবতারে ত্রিবিধ অধিকার ভার ন্যস্ত ব্রহ্মা বিষ্ণু শিব তার গুণ অবতার সৃষ্টি স্থিতি প্রলয়ের তিনেরও অধিকার
Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva are his three incarnations of the material qualities. Creation, maintenance, and destruction, respectively, are under the charge of these three personalities.
Lord Brahma sees the creation,
Lord Brahma sees the creation,
Vishnu the maintenance,
Vishnu the maintenance,
and Rudra the dissolution.
and Rudra the dissolution. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 20.292
হিরণ্যগর্ভ বা সমষ্টি জীবের অন্তর্যামী এই গর্ভোদকশায়ী ঋক্সূত্রের স্তবনীয় হিরণ্যগর্ভ অন্তর্যামী গর্ভোদকশায়ী সহস্র শীর্ষাদি করি বেদে যারে গায়
Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, known within the universe as Hiranyagarbha and Antaryami, or Supersoul, is glorified in the Vedic hymns, beginning with the hymn that starts with the word Sahasra Sirsha.
From the Garbhodakashayi Vishnu comes the next Purushavatar,
From the Garbhodakashayi Vishnu comes the next Purushavatar
who maintains the universe
who maintains the universe
and who enters as a super soul
who enters as a supersoul
all of the entities.
of all the living entities. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 20.293.
তিনিও স্বয়ং মায়াধীশ তত্ত্ব। এই তো দ্বিতীয় পুরুষ ব্রহ্মাণ্ডের ঈশ্বর, মায়ার আশ্রয় হয় তবু মায়া পার।
The second personality of Godhead, known as Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, is the master of each and every universe and the shelter of the external energy. Nonetheless, he remains beyond the touch of the external energy.
The impersonalist thinks that the personality of Godhead is another form of material nature.
So the impersonalists think that the personality of Godhead is another form of the material nature.
But this clearly explains how the Lord is transcendental to the material nature.
But this clearly explains how the Lord is transcendental to the material nature. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 20.294.
তিন অনিরুদ্ধ রূপী তৃতীয় পুরুষ অবতার ক্ষীরোদকশায়ী বা গুণ অবতার বিষ্ণু। তৃতীয় পুরুষ বিষ্ণু গুণ অবতার, দুই অবতার ভিতর গণনা তাহার।
The third expansion of Vishnu is Kshirodakashayi Vishnu, who is the incarnation of the quality of goodness. He is to be counted within both types of incarnations, Purushavasaras and Gunavataras.
Although there's only one Garbhodakashayi Vishnu in each universe,
Although there is one Garbhodakashayi Vishnu in each universe,
he expands into Kshirodakashayi Vishnu.
and he expands into Kshirodakshayi Vishnu,
Simultaneously are seeing the amount of goodness
who simultaneously overseeing the mode of goodness
and maintenance
and
of
maintenance
the universe,
and maintenance of the universe,
and also acting as the super soul, a witness in everyone's heart.
and also acting as a super soul and as a witness in everyone's heart. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 20.295.
তিনি সর্বভূতস্থ অর্থাৎ বিরাট বা ব্যষ্টি জীবের অন্তর্যামী ও পালক। বিরাট ব্যষ্টি জীবের তেহ অন্তর্যামী, ক্ষীরোদকশায়ী তেহ পালনকর্তা স্বামী।
Kshirodakshayi Vishnu is this universal form of the Lord and is the super soul within every living entity. He is known as Kshirodakshayi because he is the Lord who lies on the ocean of milk. He is the maintainer and master of the universe.
So he interfaces more with the Lord Brahma and the Devas of the universe.
So he interfaces more with the Lord Brahma and the Devas of the universe.
Lord Brahma has a question. He goes to the edge of the ocean of milk,
So if Lord Brahma has a question, he goes to the edge of the ocean of milk,
and in meditation he prays to the Lord,
and in meditation he prays to the Lord,
who gives him some reply.
who gives him some reply.
And this way, the Lord comes sometimes, he descends as a avatar,
So in this way, the Lord comes sometimes, he descends as an avatar,
or he sends his empowers his representative.
or he sends his empowered representatives. Thus ends the chapter entitled Three Principal Forms of Bhagavan, 2 Tadekatma Rupa, B Swamsa, Personal Expansion, 1 Purushavatara, Part 2. Under the section, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructs Sanatana Goswami in the science of absolute truth.
Do you like our ad-free videos? Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.